When it comes to selling online, competition has literally never been higher. There are over 30 million e-com companies online right now. They're all competing on ads, emails, sales pages, you name it. Audiences have never been more skeptical. So I'm going to walk you through a simple copywriting technique that you can use to transform audiences from super skeptics to die-hard believers in just a few seconds. This technique is so underutilized, yet it works on Facebook ads and YouTube ads, sales pages, emails, literally any copy format wherever you're using it. And it works no matter what niche you're selling in. So grab a pen, grab a paper. We're gonna go through 7 examples. Let's dive in. I'm about to show you one of the most powerful copywriting tools you can use to prove to your audience that your product or your service works, and it's only going to take a few seconds to use in the copy and convince them. This has never been more important because audiences' attention spans are pea-sized and skepticism has never been higher. Competition has never been higher. I am talking about demonstration. What is demonstration and why should I be using it? To understand that, we have to back up a little bit and talk about the element of proof. So proof in copy is anything like testimonials, before and after pictures, scientific studies, anything that supports that the big claim you're making in the copy is actually true and the product or service that you're selling actually works. It's really about combating that belief barrier, which as a general rule has never been higher. What contributes to the belief barrier rising is higher skepticism. So if the market is really saturated, if they've tried a bunch of stuff before already, that skepticism is going to be through the roof. And it's no longer enough to just tell your audience that the claim is true or that the product or service works. I need more solid proof. You actually have to show me. And the higher that belief barrier, the more important this proof element becomes and the more solid proof you need, which is where demonstration comes in. Demonstration provides undeniable proof, unshakable proof that your product or service actually works the way you say it does in the copy. You are showing me right in front of my own eyes that you have the answer to my problem. This doesn't just work for physical products where I can visibly see. You can get really creative and use demonstration in other ways. As you're going to see in the 7 examples that I show, it can cross different niches, products, and services. You can get really creative as a copywriter and apply it pretty much anywhere. And we're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about my favorite example of the use of demonstration, which is number 7, because it comes with a really hilarious story that kind of backfired on the CEO, but it's still a really brilliant use in the copy and it's definitely worth exploring. So let's get into it. Example number 1. Example number 1, product demonstration. This is probably one of the most classic examples of demonstration ever, maybe the most successful. It generated OxyClean over $5 billion on the Home Shopping Network, and their whole strategy was built around demonstration and demonstrating the product. Let's take a look.
Got extreme stains? Then you need OxyClean Laundry Stain Remover. Even fruit juices and cola come out right before your eyes. It's chlorine free, so you can trust it on all your clothes. OxyClean Laundry Stain Remover. It gets the tough stains out.
So right in front of my eyes, I was able to watch the stains disappear from carpets, from my clothing, from anything that I would get stains on. So now I have undeniable proof that this stuff works. My belief barrier has been completely eroded because I have actually watched it happen with my own eyes instead of just being told, hey, this is going to remove your stains, okay? But this applies to many, many different products across many different niches. And you can use demonstration in many different ways. Example number 2, comparison demonstration.
1 sheet of Bounty versus 1 sheet of the ordinary brand. 1 sheet of Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Get the job done with 1. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
In this example, demonstration is used to do 2 things. 1, to prove that the product works really well, and 2, to prove that it works better than the competition. So you could do this exact same thing with any product that you are writing for or any product that you're selling by just showing your product demonstrating your product right up against your competitors. Example number 3, objections demonstration. This one is a little bit different. This is an ad for a self-tanner. We're going to take a look, and the copywriter actually used demonstration as a tool, not to just show how well the product works, but to specifically deteriorate the objections the audience has. So in this case, we're going to look at a self-tanner, and one of the problems is that it leaves stains on sheets and clothing and toilet seats. It's a really big problem, and this ad just obliterates those objections. Let's take a look.
This is a fake tan that won't stain your bed sheets, your toilet seat, your towels. It's 6:36 on the 31st of March, 9:48 on the 1st of April, and the sheets have no stains. It's giving nothing. And with the toilet seat, there's nothing to see here either. And the towels looking good too. And here's the mousse from the bottle I used yesterday. It's still white. So there you have it. Proof that a clear tanner can in fact take you from this to this without you staining absolutely everything in sight. And when you get our Quick Glow bundle online, you'll also get one of these for free. You know what to do.
So rather than just telling me, hey, this stuff isn't going to stain all of your stuff, they're actually showing me undeniable proof that it does not, in kind of an extreme way, and I can't really argue with that. So my skepticism goes out the window. That same strategy and technique is being used in example number 4, but in a slightly different way. This next ad is for a pet odor remover product, and the weird thing is that there's not really a visual way to show odor going away, right? But the copywriter was very clever here, and they found a way instead to focus on obliterating one of the main objections, which is that these sprays are toxic to pets, animals, in homes, to kids, okay? So watch what happens in this ad.
This is Poof, the fastest growing pet odor eliminator in the world.
No harsh chemicals.
No harsh chemicals at all.
No fragrances.
None.
Seriously?
Oh! It's safe for people, pets, and the planet.
Right? This guy sprayed this stuff directly into his mouth. So it's kind of an extreme example, because if he's spraying it into his mouth and it's safe for him to ingest, and he's that confident about the product, it's definitely going to be safe for my kids. It's demonstration of this product being safe, and it's knocking out my objections. Number 5, extreme demonstrations. These next few examples are where things get really fun. I like to call them extreme demonstrations because it's actually showing your product being used and working in the most extreme case possible. So it prompts your audience to think, well, if it works in that scenario, it's definitely going to work for my use case, right? So in that way, it erodes a lot of that belief barrier, and skepticism goes out the window. Let's take a look at an example for an air purifier.
We're so confident that our award-winning air purifiers can remove 99.5% of all airborne pollutants that IQ Air President Frank Hams will step into a smoke-filled chamber with only an IQ Air air purifier to protect him. See what happens next.
I love this ad because this company is so darn confident that this air purifier is actually going to clean the air that they're willing to take their CEO and put him into a toxic gas chamber. So his life is literally depending on this product, right? So it is an extreme use of the product, which prompts me to think it's going to definitely work in my apartment. So I'll get it. Example number 6, extreme demonstration of a kitchen knife.
Hammer, so I don't recommend you try this stunt with any of your kitchen knives at home. But today, I'm gonna try to cut through this hammer with this kitchen knife. Will it work? Let's find out. Now, I'm not super strong by any means. I'm just a regular person with one big pet peeve. I hate it when my kitchen knives go dull or rust or chip or break after just 1 month of use. And that's exactly why I'm here to talk to you today.
In this video sales letter, we are shown undeniable proof that this kitchen knife actually works, and they're knocking out the objections that it won't break and it won't chip even if you're cutting a steel hammer with this knife. You're never gonna have to cut a steel hammer with this knife, but you now know it's definitely gonna cut your tomatoes and your cucumbers, and it's probably going to be okay in your kitchen, right? So the amazing things about the last 2 extreme demonstration examples that we looked at is that these extreme demonstrations are also being used as amazing hooks. In both cases, they were used to hook the audience so that they stick around and they actually want to watch what happens next. You kind of can't take your eyes off of it because it's so extreme and so interesting, entertaining, right? It has an entertainment factor. So before I get into our last example, number 7, which is by far my most favorite example of this because it is super creative, very interesting, and it comes with a kind of funny cautionary tale, which I'm going to tell you all about. I'm going to take a hot second to pause right here because if you're still watching that video, I hope that means that this video has been helpful or useful to you in some way. And I love that because that is what I'm all about. If you are a brand new copywriter, if you are trying to get your first few clients, if you are a copywriter trying to get your next clients or ramp up your business, or if you are anybody selling anything online and you want more copy tips, tricks, resources, templates, trainings, anything like that, I am here to help you. If you click below, you can subscribe to my free email list where I send trainings out like this all the time. You get access to a little bit more secret, extra cool resources there than you will anywhere else. You can also hit subscribe here. I'm going to release a lot more training videos like this down the line. Okay, that is it. That's the spiel. That's the whole thing. I hope you'll join me there. But let's get into example number 7. Example number 7, extreme demonstration gone totally wrong. This copy is brilliant, the idea is brilliant, and it is an excellent use of the demonstration technique. It's really cool. This ad resulted in millions of dollars in revenue, but as you'll see in a second, it also totally backfired on the CEO. Before I tell you the story, let's just watch the ad together.
457555462. That is my real social security number.
If you've ever worried about identity theft, it's time you got to know LifeLock.
I'm Todd Davis, and I'm here to prove just how safe your identity can be with LifeLock. That's my real social security number.
Okay, so amazing example of how you can really get creative and you can apply the demonstration technique in pretty much any product or service. They are so confident about this service that they're actually willing to put out this guy's social security number. The only problem was that it did backfire and the product didn't actually hold up and his identity was stolen a total of 13 times. I think there was also a big lawsuit involved as well. So cautionary tale, but a great example of how to use the demonstration technique in really interesting ways in unexpected kinds of niches. So that is it, guys. That was 7 examples of how you can use demonstration as a copy technique to obliterate objections, to break down that belief barrier and turn a very skeptical audience into diehard believers who desperately want your product. So, like I said, if you want more tips and tricks like this, you can join the email list below. You can hit subscribe. There's lots more where this came from. I'll see you in the next video.